scenes, so y'all know I can't really stay away from y'all. We are going to land to evaluate it because I want to weed. I want to, wait, is this the way?
Where is it?
Oh yeah, this is the way. Because I want to weed and I want to see what that's going to look like. So Eric and them, maybe they could start Monday or Tuesday. Monday or Tuesday. That's what we're going to do. In fact, I'm going to save my money for that. I'm going to have the artist come and do the thing on the wall, but I don't really need that. So happy Sunday, by the way. It's Afrocentric Home Design, indoors and outdoors. So look at all this stuff to weed. So this is just a hop, skip, and a jump from the house. Hey, okay, one, yay, thumbs up. I love it. That means loving people. Y'all know I'm sensitive about my shit. I'm an artist. So yeah. So I have not been on this land in so long. Eric, I would love for us to weed tomorrow if you can get some guys.
What? Yeah, we do.
Yeah, let's look at it. Yeah. If not Tuesday. It's a lot. So where's the first pillar? We gotta go. Oh, I didn't put my boots on. I'm gonna have Eric go in there.
Bad man. One side.
Good morning. We go too far. This is, oh my God, we can't get in. Eric, where you going?
No, I'm asking something.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought you was going further. I was like, we right over here. I know we had our pillars somewhere. This one? No. That's that pillar.
Let's pass here.
Okay.
Won't go inside. Just.
But you know what? I had a pillar over here.
What?
There was a pillar.
Pillar?
It was somewhere over here.
No, it's somewhere here.
Where is it again? I'm trying to look for it. It's over here, so all the stuff. Thank you. Yeah, so we know. Yes, thank you so much. Yes. Yes, that's me. Thank you. So we know. See, that's my name, yeah. Don't look at the other name. It's just me. So we're here. Yeah, you know, yeah. So I'm here, so you don't go too far. You see, we're here. Yeah, but look at all the growth. So I'm more down here. See, that's not my tree. I wish it was. Is this a planting? What is this tree? Or is this a pawpaw?
No. What? Which one? This one?
This one.
This one? No, this one planting.
But it's not mine. It's the other people's.
Yeah, it's for those people. Your own part.
You want to try to go that way?
No, do it.
We're down here. Oh my God, we're not gonna be able to get in. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Good morning. Hey Deborah. Hi. Good morning. Happy Sunday. I'm sorry. I'm so. Look at this though. How we got?
No, that's what I'm talking to you.
This is serious.
You weed it too.
You weed it?
Yeah, you weed. You found one person you weed.
He gonna find him and one other person? Him and one other person?
Yeah.
When can he do it?
Oh, he said you do it. He started it today.
Yeah.
I told him that he wanted the place.
And then he can follow the pillars, so we won't have no problems.
Just follow the place
Till he'll find it. Yeah. But do you see? This is how much can grow.
This one there is a bush, so you see, they are not weeding it again. Almost a year now, or?
Yeah, for sure.
Almost a year now, so
yeah.
Bush.
Do y'all see the land, y'all?
December it to be very bush.
Yes. Yeah, we couldn't even walk in here, y'all.
No, don't go inside.
We planted 2 avocados.
Inside, yeah, it will be inside.
You think it's still there? It should be come up because that was like a year, like you said.
No, by this time it will just be
like little. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it will take like 2-3 years before it come to the top.
Right, that's true. Wow.
This is avocado tree.
Oh my God, this is the avocado? Wow. That's amazing, yo. That's the avocado tree to show you how big they're gonna get
This is
eventually.
going to form.
Wow.
Get grow.
But look at this
So
bush. I gotta let
you
them
going to
see.
you weed it so that you
So,
So that me,
do we need to negotiate
I
price?
want to
No.
confirm the price for how they do 1 acre.
Yes.
I want to confirm how
Yes.
much is 1 acre they do
Yeah.
at the
Well, no, it's not an acre. It's just a
one plot.
plot. Yeah.
Okay, one plot. That's
It's
what we
different.
call. We have a place we used to call it acre
Oh,
is like
okay.
plot like this 4 is acre.
Four. Right. 4 is
But we
acre.
normally when you say acres, people understand that it's one plot.
Oh, they know what it is. Yeah. It's one plot, and it's 80 by 80 instead of 80 by
80.
100. So it's 80. The one in Willie is 100 by 100. It's 80 by 100. No, this is 80 by 100 or it's 80 by
But
80. I can't
you know
remember.
that your
He
land
could
is
see the
you
pillars.
know that the land is for you.
Yeah,
Before
he knew.
it's here long time, so we have been seeing them and not see long time.
Right,
So when
exactly.
they say, so we came to see our area. I say,
Yeah.
That's what they asked.
Okay, yeah. Wow, y'all. We
So
got to
let
get
me
him.
confirm I'm at the width.
Yes.
One plot.
Yes,
That's
that's
the
good.
money you're going to pay.
Right, that's good. Yeah, before we go to let's wait for the artist for a second because I really wanted this to be chopped down. So I don't have.
Finish so that we'll go and buy the coconut.
Right.
Plant.
Yes, we got to plant the coconut.
Stones.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, okay. The land is bushy. We couldn't even see. That's good. That means it's very fertile. And that means nobody's been spraying in there too. So is that how you keep the grass down? You use chemicals to keep the grass down?
Yeah, sometimes I use chemicals when
Okay.
you spray and leave it like some days.
Uh-huh.
To die or it will
Right.
come down.
Yeah. We're going to find natural ways to do it, okay? Because I don't do the chemicals. Yeah, just read it, yeah. Wow, it's bushy. But Eric's going to find out how much it costs so that we won't be overpaying or underpaying for that matter. Good morning. So, yeah. Morning. So it's right down the house, y'all. It's right near the house. It's right up here. I really want that done. I'm excited. But I gotta get the lighting together. But yeah, it's so fertile. Like I haven't chopped. It's probably been a year. Just like it's had all this rain. See how everything just grows? Isn't that beautiful to just even have that? I love that. I really love that. So many things. I gotta buy some like waste paper baskets. No, the big trash cans. Okay.
That center guy, I'm calling him.
Wait, but let me see. I only could give him 2 today.
200.
Yeah, so you gotta let him know. Yeah, so he can do it. Yeah, so yeah, y'all. So we have to go buy some big old trash cans. So I can have one for the compost, that big one like that, and then one for the regular bowler. And then Eric was saying we can call somebody and they can come pick it up. So we won't have to do this whole thing at all. I gotta neaten this place up. I gotta neaten this place up. So we're getting rid of this. No more hole in the ground situation, right? We're going to cover the hole back up, as a matter of fact. So we're gonna look at they put the pipe in here. And so I'm wasting all this good fruit when I could be composting with the fruit. So I'm gonna buy a big trash can, you know the green ones, y'all, they sell them here. And it's just gonna be the fruit, and Ratsy's gonna make a compost with that. So I can use it for my plants and my land over there. And then of course the other rest of the trash, we're gonna get the same can and we're gonna put it in there and have the service come and pick it up. This way, hopefully we can we take the dirt back and just cover the whole back? Okay.
We'll just bend it and we'll cover the top.
Okay, and then now that's land that could back having stuff to grow.
Now this one, the weather is wet, so sun to cost more.
Yeah.
The rubber should go dry, they'll burn it.
Yeah, we'll burn it when it gets there. Yeah, for sure. But you know when I first moved here, I was gonna say that. Yeah, when I first moved here, there was no hole, and he had all the plants. It was. Yes, we had flowers planted. It was nice. So yeah, we'll definitely do that. And then Eric will do the weeding. He'll do the weeding so that we can keep that down. And you'll have about, so now we have a garden basically. I gotta ask him about this right here, because this was created when we were doing the mason cave for the kitchen sink. So now that that's over, like, because I'll grow something here. I'm gonna ask Eric, this was the extra blocks left from the mason? The blocks?
The blocks.
Where did this come from?
The blocks.
Wasn't it from the mason?
The one we bought for the sink, the remaining one.
This is the remaining one.
So we just pack it.
Okay.
But because of the sun, that's why. Because when you don't do it for the rainfall, maybe the rain will take the sun away.
I was gonna ask you, what do we do? Because we can't use it again.
Yes, right now we just arrange the sun. Then we'll pack the block back to where it is. We'll pack the blocks inside the tank this thing.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this: since we already got this right, and it's looking kind of nice to me, do you think that I could plant in here?
You can plant.
I can plant something.
You can plant something.
Yeah. I think we'll do that.
Yeah, you can plant something.
That's what we're gonna do. Because it's already nice, and this I'm just gonna.
Come and use the place.
It's gotta weed because it's too thick. What day you want to come?
That place will be clean.
Yeah. So is this front land yours, or how long is your grandparents' land? Is this out, all the way out to the road?
No, our land from you see where the coconut tree. Even this place is not for us. Where this is our place, our land under to the electric pole.
The pole right here.
The flowers. You see
I
the
see.
flowers?
Yes.
To the end of this place. So from that place to here, it's for these people, the guy within it.
I see that. Now that's good to. And then that means.
And landlord too. Land ended to the coconut. You saw the coconut.
So the coconut trees are his or no? I thought so. The coconut trees are the landlords, right? Okay.
Landlord.
Oh, right, because I see the pillar. And that's who pillar? Their pillar or?
Landlord.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that's true. So these trees are his.
The pillar to that pillar.
See, okay. So he's all and everything inside, but everything on the other side starts your families. And then these people's in the front. Yeah. So that means this is our coconuts.
Yeah, coconut is banana.
So I was going to ask you.
No, it doesn't grow yet.
It's not ready?
No.
Okay.
Take like 1 year time.
Still like a whole year? Okay, that's good to know. May God keep me here for 1 more year. And he was growing pineapples when I first came.
Yeah, no, this is not pineapple. Okay, it's not.
I bet we could start them again. Because this is the pineapple thing.
Yeah.
When I first came, before we had this thing, plants of flower, all of these was all, so we get rid of all this bola and follow it, but then we'll put plants like you said. Make it pretty for the people.
But we have to make the place neat for them.
Right, and then whose stuff is this?
No, it's the coconut tree, the dry one, so we are going to turn, I'm going to turn it.
Okay, that's going to be easy. Right, and then, is this the contumely?
That is contumely.
Right.
Contumely.
Yeah.
We eat it too.
Yeah, it's good. I love it. And then the cocoa yam is inside. Yeah. When I first came, it was much more of these. It's the weeds that's killing.
On your plot.
Yeah, but he had a lot too here.
That's orange.
Which one? This is the orange tree?
Orange.
Wow. But I love it. So I think that they just need care.
Yeah.
Like his cocoa tree needs care.
Yeah.
So how do we get that back to life? Do we have a garden?
Have you seen our place? We have planted orange.
Oh, you planted it. I see it.
It's small like this, so just like this.
Wow.
One is going up.
So let me ask you, you think that, because when I first came, it was a lot of contumely. I see it here. You think it's because the weeds are eating them? What is it? The contumely?
Contumely.
Okay. But all of this still needs to be cut.
This one.
Don't you think?
Yeah, this one.
This is too thick. Yeah.
We call it something. This one is grass. You have to.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. So let me ask you about this orange and the cocoa tree. How can we get it to? Is it sick?
No.
You sure it's not sick?
No. Even the cocoa is inside.
I see the cocoa, but now it's dying. Do you see it now?
It's not dying.
Look at it. Come, I'm showing you. Let's go see.
It's not dying. It used to like. It's not dying. It's good.
How that? Okay, you don't think the plant's sick?
We're talking about this one.
Yeah. The cocoa's turning brown.
No, it's not like this one.
Yeah, pull it down.
It's good inside though.
No, but that's not how we like it to look.
It's good inside.
No.
It's good inside.
That's not good.
But
Eric,
this one you can eat it like this. You see this one?
but what happened? We kept it on too long?
When it's fresh like this, you can eat it.
Yeah. Yeah, this one looks better.
But when it's dry, you can't eat this one. You have to dry it.
Yeah.
They'll send it to like Togo. Then they use it for Milo. Those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They use it again.
But this one now you can eat it.
Yeah.
We used to eat it.
Yeah, I love cocoa. I used to get, and Willie, we used to get the cocoa a lot. But I want to make sure this is not a sick plant.
No. It's not a sick plant. No.
So can we pull out all of them? Or no? Oh, I see another one. But see, they kept on too long.
No, it should be this small.
Okay.
You have to be this small.
I want to make sure that. Do you have a gardeners? Do you have like people that's experts with like the fruits, and that come and check the tree? I know that's a lot for y'all. In the States, we got like people that's experts, and if the tree is sick, they treat. Yeah.
We have people there, I mean,
yeah.
I don't move with those people, so I don't know.
Right.
We have people around, but I don't know.
Because this is, when the people come, they'll love eating it. Maybe dress it a little bit. And maybe the brown leaves, get rid of them. Or it's just natural, it'll just fall. Yeah. Yeah. I see some cocoa, but I think we got to actually start using the fruit. Y'all don't use the fruit as much as I do, huh? So now, this is another thing. I'll talk to the landlord about this. When is he going? He's going to have to cover this back up again. He should. I wouldn't even like it because somebody could be mad at you and come and break your pipes. I'm just saying.
I have to talk to him.
I'll talk to him. Yeah.
Dress it back.
Yeah. Dress it back, exactly. Because I would not want my pipes exposed. So, and is this all our, this is the stuff that we broke?
Broke, so you have to pack them on.
Because this is a mess. So let me say this. So what do we do with all this rubbish? What do people do with the extras like this? What do they do with the? They just kind of throw it away. See, we got to have proper places, or Eric, I'm telling you, we could do something else with it, because we got to recycle or reuse. We could make like pretty art structures.
Okay,
You get it? Like piling, like certain ways. They kind of doing that at the Hampton. They got like the rock arts. We can get somebody, we can get the kids, we can get the boys to come.
I don't know the boys who have been doing those things. That's my plan.
Yeah. But we could just get I got ideas. I can get them boys from over there to come and arrange the rocks in a different way. And then we'll have it in a row.
You show them how to arrange it.
Yeah, we'll show them what we want. Because that's got to be cleaned up for the people that's coming. That's got to be looking nice. And then who's the tires? We don't know. Who's tires? I know some people use it for planting.
Yeah.
They will put flowers in it. Yeah. Maybe we'll do the same thing. It's got to be useful. And is this your grandparents' wall?
Yeah.
Okay, so they said that's how they walk. Okay.
The back is not for us.
Right. And the wall stops here because they go this way or goes. Okay. And then it goes that way. I got it. Yeah. The way you break it down. Okay. All right. I'm going to eventually we'll do somebody to do a nice structure. What?
You have to come and read it.
If you could weed there, because when I throw out the bowl,
This one have to remove this one.
okay, I was going to ask you that next. It just get rid of it? That's what people do?
I'll give it to the woman. I said to woman, they use it for firewood.
They use it for firewood, yeah, we'll do that.
I'll give it to them. I'll leave this one. They'll be clean.
Yeah, it'll be clean. And what about this thing? This was this was underneath there. Is that where we got this from? This part, this little square thing.
And landlord he did it for the gate, that garage gate. He did it because of the garage gate. This one.
At the front?
He did it because of this.
Right.
Because of the gate.
Oh, but
be passing through.
yeah. But he only got two things. What? So that was a gate before, but he took it down.
Yeah.
I got it. That wouldn't be bad to have that again. That'd be kind of cool. But the wood is done. The wood is not good, you think? Because we could just.
It's good. You can use it.
It's good. Okay.
If you want to do gate here, you have to plant flowers from that place to the end of the wood.
Right.
they plant flowers here. The here will be gate. The people will not get access to pass inside here.
Right.
They pass the main gate.
Right.
Big dot like
Right. But the flowers will help keep them away from that part. Okay.
And you see, have you seen the way that one got through? Let's say like planted to this side and all got through like that. Person cannot pass inside.
Right.
It's same like this side.
Yeah.
So you have to pass the main road.
That's right. That'd be good. Okay, eventually. This place is gonna be beautiful when I'm done. It's not gonna be
I have to throw that one.
Yeah, all the. Do you want the buckets? Because the other guy wanted the buckets. That's why I didn't give him away.
I want to finish all.
Then we'll see. Okay, then we'll give it away. Okay. And listen, Eric, this is just me. Eric, the plant is. You gotta be nicer to the plant. Cause look at the paint on the plants. So, let's be careful with all the toxins. Okay, Eric? You're gonna think it's just me, but Americans, this hurt our hearts. Like we don't like it. So, and I use this because this is where I got my plant in my yard. I got it from here.
Okay.
So what happens with the paint that's left? Is that those are gonna die, or what's gonna happen?
When it rains, you wash it down.
The rain will eventually wash it away. Okay. All right. So one more thing with this one. I'm going to have to put real soil. I'm going to have to get rid of the sand to plants here.
Or you can do it the way you want to do it. You can do it.
But I'm saying I got to get the sand go. Or can I do it with the sand and just add dirt to the sand? Remove some of the sand. Okay. Because sand is so, everybody needs sand. Like we can't, it's a shame to just get rid of it. You know, I wish everything should be able to be used and used again. You know, firewood, we'll make a nice structure. We gotta make it pretty.
Sand, surely you are going to need sand again.
We might. That's why I was thinking, what about, and a bucket or something. And then that's what I'm thinking. Let's store it in a bucket. I'll buy something. Yeah. Okay, and then we keep the sand. Because sand is, people use sand all the time here. So we don't want to waste it. Okay, I like it.
You meant to remove the clothes.
Oh yeah.
Remove it off.
Oh yeah, we gotta cut that off.
That's why it's still doing
Of course, exactly. We gotta cut that off. That's gonna be the end of that one. Oh well. All right. Yeah. Good morning, Judy. Where are you, Jay-Z? Somebody that's not part of the family. I am in Ghana, West Africa. That's where I am. I'm looking at the plant that was dying so badly before. Not dying. It got burnt by the chemicals, but it's growing back. So I'm in Ghana, West Africa. That is where I am. And I will sit with y'all and we can chit chat for a while. Hey, Lakeisha, y'all, thank you. So I was going through my thing and I was once again, you was there, not in a bad way. I was kind of like a good way because you can see all the work that I have to do in this yard to make it beautiful and suitable. And it's needed. And I want Eric to be the gardener to keep it clean. You see, they broke the ground to fix the pipes. And now you got all of that cement. What are we gonna do with that? The only thing I could think of is make it into artistic structures and line it up so it looks like art instead of just some rubber. Yeah, you some else come.
So I'll take the accent I got going.
Yeah, you know what? I'm really thinking with the art center. It's not a rush for me, and I need the money. I would rather get that place weeded.
That place.
Yeah. Okay. So I told the art center I would wait for you to come, but did you talk?
I will let him relax.
But did you talk to him already?
No, he called me when I was riding. So
good.
So then I'm trying to call him switch off. So whenever in case I get him, I will let him know that. And I'm going to take the room also.
Yeah, we should wait. Right. But I would like us to pick up that painting.
So I'll confirm whether it's in the shop. I'll pass by and take the film.
Yeah.
Then you should wait for the drawing. When you're ready, we'll call you.
There you go. I appreciate it.
I'll make sure that with this place, I'll go and see whether maybe I'll add the garden and weed it or because I have to do something. I don't know. By weeding there, maybe before tomorrow, we need to finish.
Yeah, exactly. So we need to know the price. I really want to get on there.
Confirm the price. I'm at the plot. How they weed the plot. Pay me according to how they weed the plot.
Yeah, you're going to find out. Okay, enjoy. Thank you. All right, y'all. It's never a dull moment. Now, I locked the door. I was like, oh no, why is my door locked? Because I locked it. and his church. Happy Sunday! Happy Sunday! I hope that you are well. So let me tell you what I'm doing so y'all could really understand. There's somebody, if it's one person that is thinking about living or moving to a foreign country, and even more, maybe even Ghana. And I'm helping you tremendously. I hope that this is helping you tremendously, is what I meant to say. So, let me tell you what we're doing, okay? You see me in the yard. Now, I want the guest house to be beautiful, but it's not going to be so beautiful if when you walk out the door, it's a hot, stinking mess. Y'all feel me? We don't need that. We don't need hot, stinking messes, okay? So plus, I want to teach kind of them like how to respect the place. Eric is being hired. Lena wants to hire him to be the kind of like the gardener. Like he does the weeding. I gotta teach them don't put the paint on the plants. Like it's not the plant's not nothing. You know, the plant is something. Like we're getting rid of the bowler, that hole. I'm gonna buy the big trash cans, you know, the green ones that y'all have. We have in America. Well, I'm sorry, that still have. I remember in America, you know, you put them to the curb, reel them to the curbside, and somebody picks them up. I'm gonna get two. I'm gonna get one for the trash, right? And I'm gonna get one for the compost, because I eat fruit every day, and it needs to compost. Betsy knows how to do the compost. I know it's sawdust you can put and brown leaves. I know you does, and that's probably basic, and the fruit. And we're gonna have that this way. All the trees that I'm planting on the land and all the vegetables and plants that I'm having right in the gazebo, it will be, I can't be able to use the compost. That's coming next week, those two containers. Then we will cover the whole back and we just soak that. When I first came here, instead of that hole, it was the contumely, which is the greens that they love, and it's good. It's really high in vitamins. I'm gonna learn how to even cook it myself. I mean, without the way they cook it, but you know, standard. And we're gonna grow flowers. I'm gonna let the contumely continue to grow because we get the cocoa yam, which is absolutely delicious. I won't have to look for the cocoa yam anymore. I can get it and have them in my own garden. So we'll have the cocoa yams growing. When I first came here, before that bowler was there and the landlord was taking care of it, when we had a garden, I don't know. The pineapples were growing out front. That's Felicia, if you're around. She loves pineapples. And it was plants and flowers there. We're going to bring that back. We're going to bring plants and flowers. That's no money. That's literally taking somebody else's, you know, taking from other people, asking, of course, seeing they'll give you a piece, and they will, and just replanting those. And by next rain, they'll be solid. Now that the side is, like, okay, so the guys did the plumbing. You can't leave that uncovered. They had to break ground. Get whoever do to cover it back up. I wouldn't even want my pipes that exposed, you know, unless we could think of another alternative, but I don't think it's a good idea. So let's get that back to normal, you know what I'm saying? But now we left with the debris from the broken concrete. And I'm sad that instead of it looking there, I'm gonna there's the boys over there that always want to work for me. They brought me the rocks to my gazebo. Let's call them over and I will tell them how to arrange the rocks in an artistic structure. So now you have art with the debris. You know, we can use everything. Okay, when you wash out the paint, don't pour it on here. Just go out further to pour out the paint cans. And let's get rid of it. We got all this wood stuff, like what are we gonna do with that? Okay, it's firewood. A lot of people do be looking for the firewood. Okay, let's get rid of it and give it to the people that need the firewood. The plastic bottles, the ladies here reuse it. I've seen it in the crowd here, somebody's always asking me for the plastic bottles. Let's get 3 containers. Let's get one for the rubbish, as they say, the regular trash. Let's get one for the bottles, the plastics, and then let's get one for the compost. This way, the plastics, I can give it, I'm gonna go to the junction, so maybe tomorrow when they come back, and ask the ladies, do they need the bottles? They reuse the bottles, the water, they all, reuse is better than throwing it in the, do you know what Rachi said they do with the bottles? They bury the bottles in the ground. I said, now what? I said, that, you know that don't biodegrade, like that's not going nowhere. And it's not good, you know? He's like, oh, okay, yeah. I would let the ladies reuse it. At least, what was it? Reuse, reduce. What's the other one, y'all? Reuse, reduce, recycle. Easy one. Let's do that. We can reuse the bottles. We can recycle the bottles. We can definitely we don't have to recycle. We can reuse them, and that means we are reducing. I just want to just really get that in their heads that this is an ecosystem, and they used to know this, but we got to go back to that. So, and this is another way to help to show you that you don't have to buy a whole bunch of stuff to make your garden look beautiful. If you can get pieces of other plants, are we doing that in the States? I want to know. If you see your neighbor has a beautiful flower, do they? I've been going so long. Please help me. Do you think people do that in the States? Like, oh my God, my neighbor has these beautiful flowers on this plant. I'm gonna see if I can get some cuttings from them to put it in my yard. Is that a common thing, or people don't do that? You don't really ask your neighbor stuff like that. I really, 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 really want to know. Okay, I really, really, really want to know. So please leave in the comment box. Is that a practice in the States? People do that. Because here, we're going to do that. When people do that, I mean, I'll be like, oh, I want alligator, but oh, so-and-so over there is growing. They say, all you got to do, we just ask them, can I take something? Everybody says yes. Oh, you can just take it. You can take a piece. Here's a piece so you can have yours. Let me know if that's in the States. We can keep the weed down. We got our 3 receptacle containers. So we got the plastic, we got the regular trash, and we have the compost. This is good stuff. Nothing goes to waste. And the plants will love it. And it'll look nicer. I just got to make sure that Eric washes the trash cans. I imagine how dirty they're going to get. I think we should get a hose or something, so maybe you can hose them down. And it'll dry in a minute in the sun. We already know that. It's going to be beautiful out there. Somebody again might say, why are you doing that? Because I'm going to have people coming from the U.S. and maybe wherever else. And I want the place to look beautiful because I live on this earth and it's all of our responsibility. And I know I sound so hippy-dippy, but isn't it all our responsibility? And I live here. It's going to be beautiful to have flowers and plants. And Eric is going to be the gardener. I'm going to make sure I take out there in the dry season. The rainy season, we fine. With the dry season, I think the cocoa plant is not well. He says it's okay. I don't think it's well. I think we need a doctor. We need the plant doctor. I think they do. He said he just don't know. He said there are people, the gardeners. He did say it's true. He said no, they do. They're here. So I got to find the gardeners that can take care of the trees. We got the orange tree. I guess it's fine, but is there something we need to do to make sure? I'm not gonna be doing all that. I'm gonna tell you that. But I would pay somebody else to do it. But I want Eric to learn that. Like I told Eric, learn everything you can learn. It's another skill. And if the Hispanics do finally start coming up here, it's another way to actually, increase your income. So let's learn what we gotta do for the orange tree and what do we have to do for the cocoa tree. Nobody's gonna eat that cocoa black like he was showing me. The cocoa be nice and yellow, little darkness around it, and then it's perfect. You want to eat it. It seems a little dry too. I think it needs a little attention. So, yeah, isn't that deep? So let me say, I think I'm gonna answer my question. Yes, my neighbors have given me a piece of plant before. Wonderful. Thank you. Hey, Patricia, good morning. That's good. That's how we could do this. People are worried about buying plants. We shouldn't have to buy plants. We should have to get a piece of cut. It's only a piece. Most people's gardens are huge and humongous and I'm just saying a lot of stuff. So why don't we share the extra with the ones that don't have? It's a wonderful way. The rest of it you got to figure out on your own. You know what I'm saying? But I can give you some cuttings, right? We're gonna do that. We're gonna start doing that. Well, they do it here, so that's where I learned it. So what you think about that, right? We clean up the trash, we separate the stuff, we reuse the bottles for the ladies that already want it. The fruit is right there. I see he went online and tried to create a compost, but the thing was too little. We could have bought a big container, but it was a good try. I looked up the sawdust and and the brown leaves, and we was kind of getting something going, and it did later on turn to a beautiful black soil. It was just, you need to turn it and the whole bit. I know in the States, in the States, they have those composts that turn, I guess you can, it automatically turns itself. I know. I don't think we have that, okay? People, I don't think we have that. But before people had the thing that can turn it, they were actually turning it themselves. And I'm sure they still are in the States. And I don't think it's an everyday thing. So I want me and Eric to both learn, how to just do something that's simple. We can learn that from the YouTube, So, or maybe I have suggestions. Don't tell me about a machine or one that does it for me. So if you got suggestions on how I can do it just with my, manually, so to speak, I would love to know about that. But I know YouTube has it. So yeah, I want to do that. Like, I want to just, it could be pretty here. So the other part was the gate. Okay, yeah, so we grow the flowers. Flowers are free. The one that's already grown there, we can grow that same plant to do the surrounding, the exterior surrounding. I want to be a channel that shows you how to use exactly what you have. Especially when it comes to things like gardening or composting, or we got sawdust galore. We always doing something here. And the sand, he said, the sand will just blow away, and the blocks will just pile them up. Well, no, you built a nice little, you see the little round thing, because it was the extra blocks that they were using for the mason. We bought blocks, and that's the extras. Why, you can't waste the blocks. That's kind of nice little circle they put, and they put the sand. Sand's valuable here. I mean, sand is what they use to build the houses, to lay the foundation, to mix with the cement. So sand shouldn't be nice, because then when you need it again, so we'll get a container and we'll put the sand inside, and we'll put it in that little place so that it'll be secure. And then the next time they say, oh, you need sand, we don't have to buy the sand. We don't have to dig for the sand. We already will have the sand, and maybe we'll use the sand for something. Then I can take soil and put it in that round block thing, and now we got a beautiful structure to grow some flowers or even some vegetables. So yeah, y'all with me? Y'all with me? It's Sunday. It's early too where you are too. So yeah. Anyway, I always say to myself too, I do this video, so it's like a journal, like a documentary, if you will. I'm documenting my thoughts, my ideas, and maybe it'll even help somebody else. I don't know what is this thing for me now, but I've just believed that we don't have to spend a lot of money to have beautiful things around us. Of course, if you're having a house, there are certain things if the house does not have it. Well, if there's no house at all, then you got to spend on the house, right? You got to spend on the materials. If it's an apartment like me and don't have a sink, of course you're going to put a sink in. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting in a thing for the hot water so that people can have hot baths. I'm not going to let you go down like that. I don't have the thing for the hot water to make the hot water hot. So I don't really care that much about it. When I was going to this little spot in Goodson, little guest house, that hot water was heaven. It was like, oh my God, hot water. But when I got back home, I went right back to it. Now here, I don't know why, the water, I like it to room temperature, but it would be nice if I'm gonna put a bathtub in there, then I'll get the hot water. And y'all would really enjoy the hot water, and I know that. So that would be nice as well. Let me just see if I'm getting all of the messages. I think I am, okay. So yeah, I want to just show you that you can grow stuff and it don't have to be too expensive or too difficult. And that I remember when I didn't have a lot of money at all, and was mostly raising my daughter, but she never would have known it. She always had what she needed. And I didn't have money to buy this cute furniture. Well, here, things are so much less expensive, y'all. They just put that out there. But I didn't have money. All my furniture was used, and everything in my house, actually, somebody gave it to me. As far as furniture, yeah, for sure. But one thing that my house was, it was very, very clean. So and it had and I spent money on flowers, and it was vegetables organic. It You should be able to still have that. You should be able to have whatever you have and not think you can't have make something out of that. We should be able to do that. Do you feel me, y'all? So again, I'm bringing up just the when we see some of the van life or the tiny homes, which I love. I used to watch those all the time. I absolutely love that kind of stuff. I don't watch them as much now. I like more. I don't watch too much of any of them too much now. I guess I'm doing it, but um, just some of them seem just the affordability seems a bit out of reach for all, and I'm just trying to figure out because I'm learning from the people, and in a way maybe they'll be learning from me. You know, they'll break something. Maybe it's because it's the guys doing the work. They'll break the ground and then the stuff to the side. They just throw that on their land. Like, what are you doing? We just throw that to the side. It looks horrible. Why are you doing that? There's no way to reuse this. There's nothing else that we can do with this. Surely there's something. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the paint. The whole beautiful plants on the ground, and it's got paint on it. Why? It doesn't have to have that. Take care. If that was a person and you threw the paint on it, it wouldn't be cool. Listen, this is not white the way I'm talking. There's a video I watched. It was an African American. This had to be filmed in the 80s. It looks about the 80s, the way the video looks. I'll link it here. I promise that I will. And it's an African historian. And he's talking about the land and the plants. The relationship that the African had with plants, maybe in some places still do, it was not the relationship this new style generation is having, whether we're Black American or not. You know, they make us think it's them that care about the environment. Actually, they really didn't care. They don't care about the environment. The most of the destruction is from their big old modern machines that destroy the environment. Africans had knowledge of the things they would. There's plants that you can't even touch in the morning, or you can only touch, or you can't brush your teeth before you even talk to the plants. You literally have to ask the plants. I mean, they have that right now in their tradition, so they know the sacredness of the plants, and they know the connection. But the newer generation, and I mean I'm talking about my age in some cases, don't have that knowledge anymore. And if sometimes you don't have the knowledge, you don't have the respect. So they're losing now. They're looking to Accra in these places, which is highly toxic, with all that cement and this and that. I told Eric yesterday, he was like, yeah, you should start saving for your house. And when we do, we buy cement, we put it to the side. They all like to say the same thing. We buy blocks and put it to the side. I said, oh, no, I don't want a cement block house. I'm not even interested in that. I want a clay mud house. He said, I know somebody that does that work. Excellent. Go find out how much that costs. Let's sit down and talk about that. Let me get an architect and we can design it. I don't want that kind of house. I don't want the cement house. I want the mud house. I don't care about that. I want a 1-bedroom. I don't even care about 2. I don't even know if 1-bedroom. Those is different because usually people do them round. I could do it round. That would be groovy, actually. Some groovy stuff right there. But I actually think I want a square one still. I like a square house because I would like some section off and then this section off, But that's what I'm getting. A 1-bedroom or 2-bedroom is fine with me. 1 is fine. 2 is great, but somebody will come for sure. But I care, y'all. Being out here changes you. It's not a city life. It's not that. If you're already got that openness already, these plants are saying, these people are killing me. they bury the bottles in the ground. Why? What does that do? How many layers of bottles are buried in the ground? The ancients would not have done that. Yeah. I love a room temperature shower. Don't you, Alice? Thank you for coming on. I do too, Alice. It don't bother me. Like I said, when you get that hot water though, when you ain't had it for 5 years, you do be like, whoa. I know there's some that never experienced that. I know when I don't think he ever experienced hot water. So, but then when you leave it, it's a nice little pleasure. You think when you leave it and come back, you feel it. You don't miss it. I'll be honest with you. You be like, yep, this is great. I know some part of me is like, yeah, thank you, Alice. I appreciate you for that. Hello from Melbourne, Australia. Hello. Okay, Daycho, I'm watching you. Yeah, because we don't have a moderator, do we? Yeah, JT. Okay, JT ain't do nothing. Okay, we do. If Lakeisha's still here, we have her. So, and we have, yes, and okay, thank you. Yeah. They don't, it's not that they don't care, they need somebody to help them to remember. The ones that do, I'm talking about the young people. So Eric, if you say, Lena want to hire you to be a gardener, I say, Eric, be the best gardener out here. Learn everything you can. We're going to build the compost, and Rati's going to show us. No, I'm going to do my own thing. Rati is stubborn as a mule, and Rati will. No, I know how to do it. We'll do research, okay? We'll do research. I'll do YouTube research, and we will do having our compost. We don't have to kill ourselves. This industrialization of everything is not going to keep us alive. It's not going to keep our spirits and our soul alive. We're going to turn to the same stone that they use. Our hearts and our minds and our spirits will turn to stone. We have to deal with the plants, and they're asking us to bring them back. They are our saving grace. They're medicine. All plants are medicine. Every weed is medicinal. Every one, whether we know what they do or not. So this rubbish everywhere, like why? No, you got to do better. And we're going to do better. That's going back. That's African. And I want to be that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're going to do. Right, exactly. Right, Alice. A hot shower is like a special treat. That's like, oh, that was nice. And then you go right back to your regular scheduled program, which I read somewhere, and Alice, you might know, heard this too, that it's actually healthier for your body to actually take a bath in the room temperature water as opposed to hot water. I mean, it's certainly not a natural occurrence, right? The water's coming from the ground. It's not coming up hot from the ground. It's not. It's coming up cool. And it's right. I mean, if you think about just how it naturally goes, I think the first world nations or the developing nations, I don't want to say first world. I think they got us a little fooled. I think they tricked us a bit, don't you think? They made what they considered civilized as the bar, and everything else is primitive, which is in itself, the word itself, prime is the number one, right? Primary, it's the ground, it's the number. I mean, it's before the one, really, and they got us thinking that that's advancement. But those things, you will pay for those things. And more than just your heating bill, but also possibly with your health. A lot of the modern things are not actually good for us. I'll tell you, when I was in this, I graduated from a college in San Francisco, California, called California Institute of Integral Studies. And it's actually CIIS. And I love that we were reading about these indigenous communities who were also asking the question of, what's the downsides of modernity, right? But I liked that it was more of a question, not more of an indictment or even a judgment. Because yes, so they talk about, let's say there's men in rural communities and they can't find work. You can modernize, and if they can find the work, they can't get to it because the roads to get to the work is bad. So modernity could help us have better roads, right? It can pave it, it can do all these things. You can definitely have better roads. And if you have a car, you can also have a car to get to your work. But the thing is, the car is what? Is it producing fossil fuels? And we know that all that issue got to put the road down with, right? So it's like this thing, like, cell phones are not that healthy, yet it keeps you communicated to the rest of the world, right? So it's not that there's a definitive answer. It's not really about right and wrong. It's about really what's right for you. No, but really what it's about is what's right for the planet. Because that's our true home. We all live on a planet. People that don't have a home have a planet. They're still living on the planet. And it's just unfortunate they can't live on the planet in peace. So we just have to ask, we don't have to ask which one is right or wrong. Which one is best for the planet? Which is best for us? That's the question we have to ask every day. Is this good for the planet? It may be intriguing to me, but is it good for the planet? I'm not perfect. I'm wearing lipstick, even though it's a vegan and it's from a black-owned company. You know, I'm trying to hit by, and a woman-owned company at that. I know it's not the best for the environment. I'm sure the packaging and the stuff that it goes into. I'm not perfect. I don't even know where all this coming from. That's why I'm really doing my best to, keep my clothes cotton and hemp, because I sweat. Barely, this is some blend, and every time I'm in it, it's so unnatural. And these kind of stuff, there's some forms of plastic inside this, which can't be good for the breathing of the skin. I don't necessarily am moved by some environmental jargon, hippy dippy stuff. I'm more moved by it. It feels better to wear cotton in a hot environment. Mine is sensible. It's better to have room temperature water when it's really it's hot in Africa, right? So, how they say it's common sense, but everybody don't have common sense. Everybody don't have it. Think about the two words is common and sense. So it's about your senses. It's my senses that's leading and guiding me. And everybody has senses. It's not that senses are not common, it's that most people don't commonly use it. Most people are not driven by their senses. When we get sick, we don't think maybe it's the clothes we're wearing, or the hair products that we're using, or even the makeup. We go to the doctor to give us more things that's as far away from nature as possible to take. So we just have to kind of start sensing again. And we'll hear the plants say what they need, and we'll hear the environment. People look at beauty as like it's a luxury, but nature is the most beautiful thing. And when we went to my land, you can't even get in land. It's so, look at God, look at the divine, look at the Most High. I mean, the plants are more than me. The plants are stronger than me. The plants are taller than me. How do we not respect that? That's just beautiful to me. I mean, that's a lot. And that shows you the fertility of the earth. I'm going to link this video of the older man talking about it. Saying things very, very similar to what I'm saying. I'm seeing what's going on. We're commodifying homesteading. We're commodifying the off the grid. We're commodifying it. And I don't know how to say it, and I just don't understand people getting so upset. I'm saying, how could we even do better? How could we be that much more sensitive to nature without bringing in more heavy machinery? I don't know how they take down all that bush in maybe a developing country, but I know here they use the cut glass, and that's it. Manpower. How do we do that again? How do we go back to that? Look at like I said, the industrialization of farming, right? There was the time that you didn't reap, you understood that. There was something else to do. But now we want to reap all of the time. We want to reap when it's not the season to reap. It's not good for us. What are we creating? What are we eating off season? How is that affecting our bodies? I don't know what they're going to think of me. Either I'll be heralded as a great person in the community, or I'm doing too much. But I got to speak for the plants. Oh my God, it was happening to me. Yeah, so healing sanctuary. It's a sacred sanctuary for Black women, healing from the heart center. And when your heart heals, you are open and you love everything that is real, and everything that is fake has to go. It's going to take a lot of work and dedication. When I get finished with the indoor house, indoors, and to get all that in the front, but simultaneously, we be out here doing the outdoors, okay? Y'all stick around. It's going to be very beautiful. I want to thank you for being here again. I hope for those that are watching on the replay, please make some comments. I would love to hear from you. I know I'm talking. I know I'm going in another direction. And again, people may be ready for it. People may not be ready for it. But I welcome all the new people because I already know y'all going to come. And Mother Nature is so amazing. And I just want to know her more. Yeah, I want to know her more. So I hope we can do it together. I love you with all my heart. So there's a guy that's across. He's supposed to be doing the reading. So hopefully by tomorrow, we'll see. We could go on that land because I want to get the coconut trees and we're going to plant our coconuts. We got coconut trees out here, but there's no Salemo property. But I mean, we're going to, he says some couple of years for that, I'm fine. And mine will be a couple of years too. If I'm here a couple of years, okay, let's not go there. I love y'all. See you in the next one. Peace and love.